Good morning. It's early, but I've been up since 3 o'clock, the bewitching hour. And initially, just because my body's pretty sore still from a pretty intense workout Thursday evening, and but I was doing my meditation this morning, and I was really called to. I just was feeling into sharing what's coming up. So, first of all, yesterday, so some of you may know, I don't usually see spirit in the sense that, like, physical form spirit. It's usually an energetic body that I experience in my mind's eye of someone. But yesterday, I had a spirit person come and visit me yesterday afternoon, so that was really interesting. That hasn't happened in quite a while, where it is their physical form that I see that manifests, and because that's not my dominant sense, to me that looks like an outline of a shadow body. And some people will be like, oh, that's, because it's a shadow, or it's a dark spirit, that kind of thing. But that's just how I experience spirit when they show me their physical form. And so that was really interesting yesterday, and tapped in and said hello, and there's nothing to, nothing to be worried about or anything like that. Like, I knew who it was, and so that was really cool and nice. And I've been having really interesting details come to me about, some of you guys may know this also, but if you don't, here it is. I am looking to plan a retreat to Scotland next year. And my family is from Ireland, definitely Irish. But there's this such a deep connection. It's this from the root of my being connection to Scotland that feels different than when I went to visit Ireland. There's something much older that I connect to in Scotland, and yet still very advanced. So when I say that, I've been getting these hits of information about Stargates and them opening up and being present for the opening of this Stargate. And I was doing some research, and the dates that I was looking at for the retreat in Scotland, it just kept coming to me in my meditation, like 5/5/19, 5/5/19, and then 5/11/19, and I was like, well, what's going on? And so I immediately, like, my brain was like, well, numerology. So 5/5/19 is 10/10, right? 5 plus 5 is 10, and 1 plus 9 is 10. And then I was like, take away the zeros, and what do you have? 11. So 11 is the sacred spirit number of illumination and intuition. And there's a lot. It can go deeper than that, but that was just my initial sort of probe into the sacred number 11. And I've just been getting again and again that I need to be there on those dates, 5/5 through 5/11, or even beyond 5/11. And and then I was also discovering that there is a huge, I think I'm not sure if it's the biggest the whole year, or beyond, like even a larger time frame, but it's one of the biggest meteor showers that's going to be happening on 5/5. And so it was just these, it's like following the breadcrumbs, right? So I've learned to notice the breadcrumbs, see them for what they are, dig deeper when I'm guided to dig deeper, and then just follow the breadcrumbs of information. And that has really put me in a place of excitement and drive and curiosity, and even more connection to Scotland, and wanting to really bring other people to this place that I'm being called to go to, because of the the astrological events and all the signs that I'm getting about being in Scotland next spring. And, of course, my ego's like, yeah, but you already have a retreat planned for October. You need to be focusing on that. Like, my brain is like, you have to focus on that. And so it's seeing those thoughts and going, okay, yes. But the October retreat is like the nourishing period before Scotland. It's this gathering of energy. It's filling up my energetic well, and really being in a place of health and healing and connection to the earth. Because then the next stage, next spring, is having the ability to really connect to even further to my higher self and to the realms beyond this one. And that's really exciting. But I know that from a shamanic aspect, being very connected to Pachamama and feeling rejuvenated and revitalized by her, and supporting others in the connection to themselves and filling up their energetic well, is the first step to then go to the opening of this Stargate next May. And those are the breadcrumbs I've been following in my meditation. And maybe that's why I woke up so damn early this morning, because it just confirmed, or I was getting a little bit of a hit. And then to make this video. So it's not something that I always talk about, but just feeling really called, really sort of pushed, spiritually pushed to share from this place of being vulnerable, to talk about things like Stargates and numerology and all those things. It can be that can be very stretching to some people to share, or share an interest in that kind of thing. And for me, it's not something I always talk about. So here I am talking about it and why I'm following those breadcrumbs. And trusting in myself and knowing that I am the universe, as you are also the universe. It's inside us. And so I'm following those breadcrumbs that I'm basically giving myself. And trusting and knowing that that is exactly where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there. So, interesting stuff. Spirit people, Stargates, numerology. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I hope you guys are still sleeping and getting a really great night's sleep. I might catch a nap a little later. Have a great weekend. Bye.